What's up, gorgeous? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, feel free to say hi in the comments below. And if you end up liking what you see and hear, then you're more than welcome to subscribe to the channel. And if you do, I thank you in advance. If you're not new, as always, welcome back, my leaves. I had to make sure I came in here. I'm a couple days late on the February monthly, so that's what we're gonna be looking into right now. Also, while I have you, and hopefully you haven't fast forwarded yet, do not fast forward yet. If you are part of my What's Up Gorgeous membership, please check the community tab and make sure that you have joined my private group on Facebook, because that is part of your membership. And there are lots of you that have enrolled to What's Up Gorgeous and you are not in that group and you are missing out. I go live in there, I do readings in there, I talk about a lot of stuff in there, and you're missing out. Almost all the stuff that I do is in there. So if you're not in there, you're not getting, you know, what you paid for. And I won't have that. So if you're paying me, I want you to get all the goods. So go and check the community tab and get your ass in there, please. Thank you. All right. Other than that, we're going to have a look at what's going on this month. Keep in mind, as I always say, this is a general Libra collective reading, okay? It's sort of looking ahead for the month of February, and we'll see what's going on. I'm going to start it out with a couple of oracle cards, and then we'll go into tarot and see what the energy is around this month for you. It could be about love. It could be about self-improvement. It could be about your career. It could be about lots of things. We're going to find out. We're going to start it out with the main theme of the reading, and then I'll pull out a couple of other oracle cards and we'll go from there. All right, cool, good, okay. All right, my lovelies. Spirit, please bring through clear and accurate messages for the Libra Collective for the month of February. Libra Collective for the month of February. Libras around the world. What is the main focus card, please? The main energy for this reading for the month of February for Libra. The main focus for Libras this month. Freedom. All right, let's check it out. Express yourself without hesitation. Break free and let your spirit fly. Make choices that increase your freedom. Do not be tied down. Laugh, dance, explore, and go beyond predictable behavior. Be daring and cast aside restrictions. Find your wings, and as you do, you will help others find theirs. You are not here to be ordinary or live a mundane life. You are here to step beyond limitations and self-imposed boundaries. Do not be trapped by convention or the need to please others. Choose life on your terms. Do not accept rules that do not feel right. You can be immensely free and yet still be a part of a loving, supportive community. Wow, that is very accurate for all the stuff going on in this country right now. Well, around the world, really, but for this country where I'm at, definitely very accurate. Okay. I don't normally use this deck with you guys, but I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. It's called the Queen of the Moon Oracle. We just had a full moon. We just had a new moon the other day. So let's see what else we're going with here for the month of February, please. Spirit, what is the main theme this month for Libras around the world, please? What is the focus for this reading for Libra? Libra Collective for February, please. Thank you. Ooh, Libra. That's beautiful. Growth. It's pretty. All right, number 5, growth. I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. All right, number 5. Okay. Reject stagnancy. To get unstuck, take action. The choice to grow should be made. Expect growing pains when making huge changes in your life. Change is a natural part of life and cannot be pushed against forever. Change should have aim and purpose. Be courageous, you will blossom. Think of a willow tree. Willows often grow on the sandy banks of highly shiftable and changeable rivers. Yet they reach huge sizes, successfully growing and holding fast in an unpredictable habitat. How do they do this? When you see a young willow on the banks, for a long while it just looks like a feeble stick. It may have a few branches and leaves, but at first the trunk will be fine and flexible rather than robust. What we don't see immediately is the root base. The willow spends a lot of time establishing a veritable root city under the surface. These roots are long and strong and very numerous, finding their way into many nooks and crannies, holding on to rocks, other established tree roots, and anything that can help with their stability. These roots go off in all directions, thus securing their position just in case the earth begins to shift. Then and only then, once these root networks are established well enough, does the willow put its energy into further growth. The trunk begins to thicken and widen and harden and travel upwards into the sky. However, as they grow, the branches have little of the trunk's supportive thickness. They have instead the instruction that they must be flexible. Flexible means they can turn with the sun and survive punishing winds that might threaten to topple the rest of the tree. All of this growth is done with purpose and a divine strategy. That's pretty amazing, actually. The waxing lunar cycle calls for growth, but not growth without aim or purpose. When we understand our current position, accept it, and decide to change, we will naturally grow as people. We might experience some growing pains. After all, transformation of any kind is rarely completely easy and trouble-free. Having a strong intention of what the results of our growth will be helps with gaining the courage and resilience to move forward with our growth and into the eventual blossoming of our true self. Now do you see why I pulled out that deck? It's a pretty phenomenal deck. Also, something to note is when we decide, this is a running theme the last few weeks for my Libras, okay? Whether it's personal readings I've been doing or a couple of the last few that I did publicly, this is a growing theme. You have to decide on what it is that you want to manifest, whether that is a specific person, whether that is bringing an ex back, whether that is more abundance in your life, whatever it might be. You have to decide. If you don't decide, you do not grow. And more importantly, your subconscious has no choice but to get the wishy-washy that you're giving it. And so, because your subconscious creates, you will continue to see your subconscious give back to you the wishy-washy that you want to stay away from. And then you guys come to me and you're like, well, how come they're being like this? Or how come this is happening really good this week and then it's not? Because you are not choosing. You're kind of going along with it. You need to choose. You need to get serious about it, whatever it is that it is for you, and then like focus on that and go. That is your mission, Libra. That is your mission when it comes to manifestation, especially this month. Okay. Last one before we pull out the tarot. What deck do I want to use? I feel like I've been using the wizards a lot lately. I'm not going to use wizard. Yeah, I use witchy. Do I want to use witchy? No, I don't want to use witchy. I don't know what I want yet. I'll know when I'm ready. One more. Okay. Spirit, what is the main theme for the month of February for the Libra collective, please? What is the Libra? Okay. Serendipity, number 18. I'm already liking that because there's a 4-leaf clover on it. Okay. All right, here we go. You've stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. Now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected and smile, for Spirit loves you so very much. The essential meanings of this card are opportunity aligned with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, and a magical alignment of events. Wow. Okay. Let us start the reading. Let's see what the energy wants to come through. All right, Spirit, which deck do we want to use, please? Okay. They you want me to use rider weight? Let's do it. All right. Remember, again, this is a general Libra read for the Libra collective, so take what resonates, only take what resonates, and leave the rest. Don't try and force reading to fit your situation. I'm seeing some of the same cards in the split right now. Oh, if I keep seeing the same card in the split, I'm hoping that doesn't come out. Okay. All right, Spirit, let's do it. The month of February, please, this month for the Libra collective. What is going on for Libras for this month of February? What is going on for Libras in their energy? What is coming up this month for them? Libra collective. Ooh, okay. What else, please? Libras for the month of February. Oh boy. Okay. What is... Libra collective for the month. Thank you. Yeah, that was the one. That's the one I kept seeing. What else? Libra collective for the month of February. Okay. All right. What is your advice for Libra this month? One card, one card, one card. Let me come back. One card. What is your advice for the Libra collective for the month of February? What else? Okay. All right. Oy. Okay. Some things could be going on with somebody's money here this month. You got to be careful with that. I'm seeing more love though right now. Definitely seeing more love. There is a potential breakup for sure. Or you, well, actually, let me start over. Okay. Temperance, the Lovers, 3 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, 9 of Swords, Queen of Wands, 4 of Swords, 2 of Wands, and the Devil. A lot of you this month are, if you are connected with somebody, you're dealing with a karmic situation. This is for sure a karmic situation, which is probably why there's some heartbreak and worry and concern here. It feels like things have been moving along at like a snail's pace and will continue to be. I feel like whatever specific energies I'm connecting to, and it's going to definitely be more than just one of you, right? Whatever I'm connecting to here, there's a definite physical distance between you and this person. There's also a very big lack of balance. It feels like I don't think it's a lack of balance in giving and receiving, right? And the energy being put into the connection coming more from one of you than the other. I think it has more to do with the fact that a lot of this connection at the moment is weighing on, or should I say, is stemming from the heavy weight of the past with you and this person. And that's going to make sense for a lot of you because, again, this is a karmic tie. I'm not saying twin flames. I'm not saying anything like that, but it is definitely a karmic relationship. We have the Lovers here. We have the Devil. I don't like seeing the Devil with the 3 of Swords like that next to the Lovers. For some of you, there's going to be a choice that still has not been made. But there's somebody I'm going to say it's probably you, Libra. There's been a lot on your mind, a lot of worry about this connection with this person. And it could be for some of you because you just broke up. For others, it could be that you feel that there's a breakup like around the corner. But as you know, if you put that out there, you're going to create that. Because if you think and feel that a breakup is happening, that's scary, right? I mean, we could all agree with that. It's scary, it's terrifying, it's something that will weigh heavily on you and on your mind and keep you up at night and all those things. But the more that it's there, the more you are telling your subconscious that that is your reality. The breakup may not have even happened yet. It may never happen. However, you have to be very careful. If this is resonating with you, you have to be very careful that you don't go down that road of literally opening the door to allow a breakup in. And you do that by focusing on it so much and focusing on the worry. And can I just say, as somebody who has actually done that in her life, in a major relationship, you don't want to do that, okay? Because it can stem from nowhere and nothing but fear. And you will end up seeing exactly what you don't want. And then what happens? What happens? Then we always say, oh, I knew it was going to happen. No, you created it. I said this in my last reading, I think, that exact thing, because it's coming up here. There is a very interesting connection here with you and this person. I don't want to say it's unhealthy or toxic, which is usually what I feel when I see the devil. It feels more that it is unhealthy how you are looking at it. Now, that's a different way of what I would normally say. Normally I would say, yeah, this is a toxic situation, blah, blah, blah. The toxicity in this case is coming from somebody's mindset. The constant fear, the constant doubt, the constant worry. You got to be very careful with that. Some of you could be dealing with, you could be dealing with a lot of stuff, but some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn, actually any earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Gemini. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Honestly, you could be dealing with anybody, but at the end of the day, this feels like some of you are in the process of trying to move forward with this person, but you have thoroughly packed whatever baggage you wanted to take with you, which should never be, but we all do it. You have thoroughly packed that bag with some baggage and some old beliefs that you have not yet released. And so what you're doing is you have this basically this energy of the devil on your shoulder, telling you here's what you should worry about. Oh, they didn't call you? Oh, well, here's why. And you just continue to make up these things in your mind. And I say this from personal experience, there could be nothing going on. It could be the smallest of things, and you will create a tower if you don't change your thoughts, okay? I did that. You don't want to do it, please. You also have to know that, see how the Queen of Wands is right next to that Nine of Swords? Now, the Queen of Wands, okay, she's brave. She's confident. She is bold. She's assertive. She knows exactly what she wants. Remember, there's no gender in tarot. It's her energy, okay? This is somebody that knows exactly what they want, and they know exactly how to get it, and they put themselves on a pedestal, and they don't worry about shit, okay? My guides want you to get out of this energy here. You have shit on your mind from the past. It's on your mind from the past, which is why there's an imbalance in this connection right now and whatever's going on with you and this person. And it is continuing to cause a separation between the two of you. It's continuing to cause a break, a timeout, a distance. And if things are moving anywhere, it's going incredibly slow. And like I said at the beginning, and I didn't know what cards are going to come out, but it's ringing true again. If you are not choosing what you want and then going to manifest it and staying persistent with that, you are not going to manifest what you want. Now, something else that's coming through here as I'm looking at these cards is the Freedom card. Libra, I don't think that many of you, I feel a lot of you actually, do not realize the freedom that you have. You are keeping yourself locked inside a prison of your own making in your mind. There we go, right there. Look at the Devil card, okay? Look at what graphic is on it. There's the chains, there's the locks, they're tied to each other. He's literally the puppet master, okay? You don't realize the freedom that you actually have when it comes to your mindset and how you create your reality. You don't realize that, some of you, well, a lot of you, but you need to. From this moment on, you need to, because you need to break away from this. You need to break away from literally the ties that bind you, is what they're saying. And you need to get very serious. When I see that Two of Wands, especially coming up for advice, you need to get your ass in gear and start planning the right way. Put your stuff in order, okay? Otherwise, you're not going to have that growth. My goodness, all of this is making sense to me. All of it. You're not going to have that growth that you need in order to get exactly what you want. Now, a lot of you know, I don't do just readings for the most part. I always, for the most part, incorporate manifestation, because that's what I do. I'm a manifestation coach, and I'm an intuitive reader, okay? So you will hear me talk about that a lot. If you're new to the channel, hi. Welcome. Hopefully you like it. If you don't, I'm sorry. We're not changing here. But either way, when I see the Two of Wands and I'm looking at that growth card, okay, it is very crystal clear to me what's going on. You look at him. Again, if you've had personal readings with me, you will know I have said this multiple times. It is just as important to look at the artwork, no matter what deck you use, on all cards that come out. Just as important to know what the artwork means to you as it is to know the actual meaning behind the card itself, okay? So if you look at him, he's looking out into the distance, right? And yes, he has a globe in his hand, but for me, it's like a crystal ball. Some readers, you'll hear them say that. It's actually in other decks, it is a crystal ball. So he's looking out into the distance with this crystal ball. And it's basically like putting your plans, write them down, script if you need to, okay, as far as manifestation goes, but it's putting your plans in place. It's making your plans a reality. It's getting your act together. I said this last time. It is getting your act together. This is a big theme for the month of February for you guys, clearly. You need to get away from whatever is holding you and tying you to this past here with this person. If that is a fear of a possible breakup, you are going to create it if you don't change your ways immediately. And I don't say that to scare you. I say, well, actually I do. I say that to scare you out of it because it is true. It is true. I'm not trying to like deliberately scare you, but at the same time, I need you to understand how serious it is that your fears will create when they become dominant. And fears, doubts, worries, when somebody is expecting a breakup to happen, they will create that. They will create it because it's that expectation. Manifestation stems from expectation, which is why you need to make sure that you are expecting all the good stuff. So if you are somebody right now that is not yet broken up with, and hopefully can change that, because you can, if you are somebody that is still with this person or in this connection in some way, and you have been fearful of what potentially is around the corner with them, and you've been just seeing small things start to build and build and build and add up and add up and add up. There's a few different reasons for that, but I'm not going to get into all that right now. If you want, you can come to me for manifestation coaching. It's on my website. But one of the reasons for that is because we build on our fears. When we have a fear already sat in place in our mind and we see something happen, because again, we've created it from our subconscious, we then use what we see to confirm and validate the original fear. You see? So you build on that and build on that. And then what happens? You end up getting broken up with. You end up in a tower moment. You end up in this, separation or complete this right here, which you don't want. You don't want to do it. So you need to flip the script on it. This stuff comes through so much in my readings, my public readings. And I feel like my guides just continue telling me they want me to seriously drill this home, because so many of you are not realizing the freedom that you have with your thoughts. You have the power. You have the freedom. You are the one that controls your reality. And if your subconscious cannot differentiate between what is real and what is imaginary, and that is a fact, it has been studied and has been proven, then why would you ever create fear-based things? Why would you ever do that, right? Now that you know, okay? Moving forward, there should be no excuse. You should no longer be creating from a fear-based mentality. If you know, and it again has been studied through science, all the science people out there, oh, we believe in science. Okay, believe this then, all right? Listen, your subconscious cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is made up. It just reads it. That's it. That's it. So this is what I mean when I say, if you have a fear that somebody's going to end things with you and it's over, they're going to make this choice of like, it's the other person, or I don't want to be with you at all, or I have no feelings for you, whatever it might be, whatever the reason is. There's tons of thousands of reasons for why people don't end up together. If you have that fear, your subconscious thinks that it's real. Your subconscious thinks that it's already happened. You don't want that. You don't want that, okay? Please, I have been there and I have done that, and I have created nightmares in my life when I was stupid and wasn't paying attention to my thoughts, okay? The second that I did, though, I reversed them. And I reversed the situations by doing that. 100% true. All true. So, you need to get rid of this here in order for you to have this growth. I feel like this is a big growing month for you through your beliefs, through your thoughts. And you need to get serious about what it is that you want. Now, this has been coming up for a little bit now. I remember I did a reading a few weeks ago where it said, like, are you in love with them, or are you in love with the idea of them, or whatever the hell it was. You guys have seen it. It's still coming up. So this energy is strong for Libras collectively. If you do not decide what it is that you want, and you allow your subconscious to decide for you, you're not going to like the result. I'm just giving you are not going to like what you see. Do not allow your subconscious to do that. You have the freedom and the power to create everything that you want. Everything. All right. Let me get off my freaking soapbox here. Let's see. Spirit, what else? What else do you want Libra to know, please? What is coming up for them for the month of February? Libra Collective for the month of February, please. What else? Oh, Libra. Libra. There it is right there. Okay, listen. I said before that there's a distance here, right? There's some sort of a physical, emotional, whatever sort of separation or a timeout or a break between many of you. That is coming through loud and clear now when I see that Five of Pentacles. Somebody has been ghosted, or somebody is feeling, and you don't want that to happen, somebody has been feeling like they have been ghosted. Please stop. I literally, like, oh my God, I can't, I'm like begging you guys, please stop thinking that if somebody doesn't call you back right away, if somebody, goes MIA for a couple of days, the more you focus on them being absent, the more that they will be absent. Okay? What you focus on expands. You do not want to be left out in the cold, all right, with your thoughts here and creating it and everything else. Now, there's a couple of other things coming through. I said earlier at the beginning that there was a feeling for some of you that there would be some money issues. My guides are telling me that you need to work on something for yourself. Some of you have been planting your seeds and everything else, but they're saying now that you really need to get serious and put the work in on something, doing something from home. Now, I don't know what that could be. That's going to be all different kinds of things for every one of you. But it's something having to do with working from home, and also following your passion, whatever that might be. If you're not currently doing it, you really should be doing it. One, you should be doing it anyway. You should be doing that. When you follow your passion, when it comes to career, money, job, all those things, right? That leads you to everything else that you want. Like you're following your bliss. You're following what you were supposed to be here to do. You don't have thoughts and desires to do something just for the hell of it. Please know that. It is there in your mind, in your body, in your DNA. It is there because you were made to be doing something that somebody else can't do. Please follow your passion here. There does seem to be some money struggles for some of you this month. I would also highly suggest that you start pinching the pennies, because that's coming through as well. Another thing also, going back to the love situation, is that my guides really, really, very much so want you to start working on yourself. Now, if that is something as simple as gaining your confidence, like that Queen of Wands, and, putting yourself back on a pedestal. I feel like I've been saying this so much in personal readings lately, but it's very true, and it's coming through again. Whether that is doing that or working out, eating better, getting yourself in, you have to put a plan in place. For the month of February, there seems to be that some of you still have not put a plan in place, and you need to. If you go off all willy-nilly, you're going to continue to create exactly that. Just, well, one day I'm happy and the next day I'm not. And then one day I'm eating right. And the next day I'm ordering at 3 a.m. Like, you're going to continue to go through this back and forth. And let me tell you something. When Libras are not balanced, that will happen. Especially Libras, because we are the sign of the scales. We must remain balanced. And if you are not balanced, you're going to go off on the rails. And that will, in turn, cause 9 of Swords moments. Okay? Paired with that devil. You don't want that. So, the 8 of Pentacles here with that 7 of Pentacles, whatever you've been working on, please continue to do it and put more of your energy and focus on you. My guides want to bring through, now this could be also for job stuff. Ace of Wands is all about, new beginnings, right? It's being inspired, and a lot of it normally has to do with creativity as well. But for some reason, they just made me look at that card, and they want me to talk about your sexuality, or just you feeling better about yourself. There's, it is Ace of Wands. It is like my #1 sexual intimacy card. Even if that's not happening at the moment, when I see Queen of Wands and Ace of Wands, Libra, you really need to... Okay, my guys just said you need to take better care of yourself. Okay, then they're also saying to be proud of who you are. Oh, okay. They're talking a lot right now. All right, listen. They're saying, and this comes back to that freedom thing. They're saying that you are allowing so much of this person and their energy in this connection to dictate how you feel each day. And 1, that's bullshit. Please stop doing that. And 2, you're going to continue to create exactly what you don't want by doing that. You need to be the one on the pedestal, because you are the one that creates your reality, not that person. I don't know how many times I have to say that. I will continue to say it till you all hate me. Not that person. Your person does not choose what you do and what makes you happy. You do. But if you are putting all of your happiness on that person, then you're allowing them to choose. You see? This is why this month, especially this month, you need to take better care of yourself, have more pride in yourself, in your appearance, my guides are saying, and to really, really like hone in and work on what you said you were going to work on from January 1st. This is coming through right now. Okay? Another thing is that when it comes to job, career, everything else, right? This is all about new ideas for me. So you might have new ideas involving something that has to do from working from home. You will find possibly this month just a burst of creativity when I see stuff like that. And a lot of potential too. But I'm also going to tell you, this card is just as much about being able to manifest anything you want as it is about everything else I just said. Ace of Wands is all about manifesting exactly what you want. So when you have the Ace of Wands there and the Two of Wands right after that as your advice, you have the seed of what you want. Get the plans in place so you can make it happen. Please, I'm literally like begging you guys. Okay, let's see what else. Let's see. Let's go and do, let's go here. Spirit, what advice or guidance do you have for the Libra Collective for the month of February, please? Advice or guidance for the Libra Collective for February. Thank you. Number 20, flying. Interesting that you have freedom with a bird, and now you have flying. I mean, it's a horse, but still, it's flying. Let's see what it says. Number 20. If you were a bird flying high in the air, what would you see? When you soar above life's challenges and opportunities, a new perspective becomes available. Today you have invisible wings that allow you to swiftly bring your circumstances into alignment with your highest purpose. This is a sign that your waiting is over, that all your hard work has paid off, and the things you hoped for are no longer beyond your scope. You have the ability to reach for the stars and find one with your name on it. Spread your wings and soar. The angels are waiting for you. What's weird is that I recently posted this as a card of the day. It came out for you guys maybe like a week ago, or I don't even know how long. But this is coming out again for you. So clearly that is something that you need to take on board if you haven't already. Let's see what else we got here. Let's go to Moonology. Spirit, what other advice or guidance do you have for the Libra Collective for the month of February? Ooh, that was fast. First quarter moon. This could not be more accurate. Your commitment is being tested. Well, no shit. You need to commit to exactly what you want. Watch. You'll see. First quarter moon. Additional meanings for this card. The answer to your question is yes, but not yet. You still need to put in a bit more effort. Sometimes we just need to realize how much we want something. You need to recommit to someone or something. You're halfway to your goal. There could be some challenges coming your way, but they are just the universe's way of testing you. The first quarter moon calls for you to face any hurdles with confidence. Like we said. What do you actually think is possible? If you believe that you can do it, then you can. If you spend your life affirming that something is too big for you to surmount, then it will be. See how it works? Do you believe your dreams will come true, or have you secretly already given up? Listen, I say this all the time, all right? If I had $1 for every time. You see how I shuffle, okay? Everything that came out from me, from my guides earlier, is making sense with this card right now, okay? Showing some commitment now will help you move toward your desired outcome. What you believe to be true will be true for you. So believe in yourself and stop believing in the bullshit. In the lunar cycle, the first quarter moon comes between the new moon and the full moon, which, by the way, is what we are currently in. It is a time when the sun and moon are at a hard astrological angle to each other, and this can prompt a small crisis. No matter when you pull this card, you need to see any dramas as a stepping stone to where you want to be. It can be a time when you need to stay strong through a storm. Ooh, they're showing me that willow. They're showing me the willow tree explanation. How does a willow tree not fall over in a storm? They have planted their roots. They're strong, right? They are remaining strong in the face of a storm. They're not getting blown the hell over. You guys, absolutely. This is like, sometimes my readings, there's kind of messages here, there, and everywhere. I mean, they all sort of make sense in the end. And other times, like today, look what I just saw, storm warning. Other times like today, every single thing is making sense so easily. Oh, look at that, indecision as well. Please decide. Spirit, what advice or guidance you have for the Libra collective for the month of February? What do they need to know from you for this month? Blossoming abundance, beautiful card to get. Number 3. This card shows a beautiful golden garden in the springtime with coins and new flowers blossoming all around. They even hang like fruit on the tree above. Upright, this card signals a new increase in wealth, possibly in a dramatic and unexpected way. Be aware that you sow the seeds of your own wealth and prosperity. Right there. Much like a gardener works the ground and begins to see blooming results take hold. This card upright indicates that the universe is about to bless you and helping the fruits of your labor to blossom. So smell the flowers and tend to the new growth. Be grateful and enjoy. Again, mentioning growth. Lots of growth this month, Libs. All right. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? Let's go here. Spirit, what advice or guidance do you have for the Libra collective for this month? Advice for Libra for the month of February. What did I say about expectation? Nope, one card only. And there it is. Okay. All right, we have outcome, expectation, and miracles. Okay. Outcome. Let me do this. This card asks you not to be too attached to a specific outcome. In any new situation, the possibilities are open-ended. Anything might happen. Try not to prescribe a fixed outcome within your mind, as this may limit your availability to access the infinite scope of possibilities sent to guide you in the best possible direction. Something that they are bringing through for me as I'm reading that. And I love when I have to read it really fast. If you ever catch me reading and then I start to read things really fast, it's because they're showing me something as I'm reading it and I don't want to forget it. So you'll pay attention in my readings. If you hear me do that, it's funny. But it's annoying as shit because they do this to me all the time. So what they were just telling me as I'm reading this and everything that I just said was not to get attached to an outcome of this is going to end. This is going downhill. They are not talking to me because blah, 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 blah. And then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. As you already know, we've already talked about that. Anything can happen, and it's all based on you, okay? So do not prescribe a fixed outcome. Expectations. Expectation is a form of memory. Expectation is manifestation. Our past experiences color our expectations of future circumstances and outcomes. You are asked to release any form of negative expectations based on past experiences and create yourself in the infinite possibility of now. There is no coincidence that the word outcome is in both cards, as well as that one, and the word infinite. Like, what? Infinite possibilities, infinite scope of possibilities, infinite possibility. Come on. Come on. Come on. Every time they freak me out. They freak me out. But listen, bottom line, what did I say from the beginning, from this whole reading? If you do not release this extra shit that you decided to take on the boat with you, okay? Just like dump it out, let it go. You will continue to live in this Nine of Swords moment where you feel hopeless and helpless when you are not helpless. That's where the freedom card comes in. You need to release the ties that bind you, okay? This is coming through so strong right now. You have to let go of the negative expectations based on your prior circumstances or what you've been seeing. This is why when I do my manifestation coaching, and if you've had coaching with me, you already know, I always say to stop focusing on what you don't want. Because if you focus on what you don't want, you're just creating more and more and more. All right, miracles. We tend to perceive miracles only when our personal desires are met. And yet when we look back, almost all of us will be able to recall a crisis or a challenge that ultimately proved to be a miraculous turning point and an extraordinary gift. This card asks you to see the miracles that surround you right now and in every situation. Now, some people would say to me, well, how can I do that? How can I say with a person, for example? And again, I talk about this in my coaching. But say, for example, just for the purpose of this reading, you are somebody that is dealing with the potential breakup coming up and you're a nervous wreck about it. And you say, well, how can I make it happen that it's not? Like, they told me this and blah, 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 blah. Well, they told you that because you were expecting to hear that from your fears. Even if you don't at any point realize that you created it. You created it always from your fears. You don't have to say in your mind at any point, oh, I feel like they're going to break up with me. For your fears to be super dominant enough, playing out in the background of your subconscious, to then go on and show you exactly what you were fearful of. Because if you're thinking that someone's going to break up with you and you make that a dominant belief to the point where that's all you think about, okay? That's when you got to be careful. You got to be careful of those thoughts because those thoughts are what manifest. You can have a negative thought anytime you want. It's not going to show up, okay? You have to make it a dominant belief. And unfortunately, when it comes to the fear of someone breaking up with us, that is a very, very easy dominant belief to have. Easy. So you got to be very careful with that because that's coming through loud and clear here. There is a situation or situations for this month, for a lot of you, where you're waiting on someone to make a choice. You are giving away your power. You're giving away your freedom. You are still tying yourself to this person and your karmic relationship that you have played out in many lifetimes and have still not gotten it together. And you're expecting the worst. And when you expect the worst, you get the worst. That's without fail. So, as I talk about in my manifestation coaching, when you are putting it out there that, you know, it's going to happen, and then you hear me do a reading like this where I'm like, no, you can change that. And you're like, what? That's ridiculous. Well, first of all, stop thinking that. But second of all, you can change it. All you have to do is stop waking up every day and seeing that as your truth. Because if you remember what I said earlier, your subconscious does not know whether your fear is valid or not. It does not know if you are having that fear and pouring it into your subconscious to program it with that fear because you're looking right at your person in that moment. hearing they no longer want to be with you, or if you're just getting that fear because you're watching little things happen, like they stopped talking to you or they've been distant and you've been focusing on that, and now you're in your bed right now looking on your phone trying to figure out love spells and everything else, right? I know what you guys do. Okay? They don't know. The subconscious cannot differentiate, which is a blessing in some cases. Because if your subconscious doesn't know if that's real or not, you have the power to reverse it. And the only way you can do that is start to put new programming into your subconscious that would tell your subconscious, no, actually, that's the old story. This is the new one. Here's the new one. And you make it be exactly what you would love if it was an ideal situation. I'm just saying. All right. Let me do this one really quick. And I know I get really preachy, and I know that I get, you know, all up in your face, and I'm like, stop this, stop doing this, stop. But listen, this is what I'm here for. To like snap you the frig out of it, because I have gone through it. I have created the bad. I have created the good. I have reversed the bad. I've reversed it back to bad and then back to good. Like, you gotta be consistent and know that what I'm saying is very, very true. All right, Spirit, what else? What else do you want the Libra Collective to know for the month of February? What is their guidance and card for February? Forest Temple, number 19, Enlightenment. Number 19. Meditate on the light within you. Connect with the ever-present energy of the divine. Right now, your awareness is increasing. Your ability to understand the world is starting to shift. More and more, you can see situations from all points of view, and this creates an expansion in all parts of your life. This card can also reflect times when you are seeing the world from only your personal point of consciousness, which is dramatically restricting possibilities for you. A one-sided, adamant view of life can block a vast influx of light, joy, and connection to the Creator. That reminds me of this card right here. When you are attached to a specific belief or outcome, you are limiting what's available for you. Strict adherence to your beliefs can obstruct wonderful opportunities from flooding your life. Be willing to step outside your limited points of view and see the world from the other's perspectives, and your life will expand. In temples throughout the world, initiates withdraw from their surroundings in order to gain an expanded perception of the inner reality of life. Intuition and healing abilities emerge during these times. Light is flooding into your life right now. With enlightenment, you'll see and feel the expansion from a limited sense of self to an awareness of the cosmos around you. The Spirit of the Forest Temple says, positive changes are coming. You are lightening up, feel buoyant and free. Your connection to Spirit is deepening. Old beliefs about who you are and what you deserve in life are slowly falling away, replaced by incredible new paths. That's a beautiful card to get. I also feel that, I don't feel it, they were showing me, seeing different perspectives in things. For example, like how you create your reality. There's going to be many of you that can't grasp the idea of that. Whether it's because of how you were raised, through religion, through what you were told, all those things. I've been there too, okay? I am Catholic, right? It has nothing to do with religion, okay? This is separate, keep it separate. A lot of people cannot wrap their head around the idea that they are the ones fully in control of their life. This month, open your eyes to it. Open your eyes to it if you want to see miracles happen. And look, there you go, miracles. Open your eyes to that, to someone else's point of view, like mine, where I'm telling you what actually is going on. And I know that I say it with very, very strong confidence, like this is what it is, right? I don't even allow people to be like, no, that's not what it is. I get it, that's pretty obnoxious of me, but I say it because I know it to be true, all right? I'm not pulling it from thin air, I promise you. Okay, what else do we want to do? You can't answer me, but let's see what we want to do. Should we do some... Let's do some higher self. Let's check in on our higher self before we go into the charms, and then we'll close it out. The bottom line is that when you expect the worst, you will get the worst. When you expect amazing miracles and love just flowing in from your relationship or situation or connection, you will in turn get that instead. Spirit, what advice does the higher self have for Libra for the month of February, please? What else does Libra need to know for the month of February? One card, not three, one card. What else does Libra need to know for the month of February? Within a few weeks. I don't know what that could mean, but that could mean something for somebody. Spiritual mission, rite of passage, you are ready. Okay. You are seeing the truth. That is huge for the Enlightenment card, okay? What else for Libra for the month of February? Libra Collective for the month of February. Now it's within a few months. All right, some of you it's going to be within a few weeks, some of you within a few months. Phoenix rising from the ashes. Let go of suffering. Nine of Swords. Let go of suffering. You are ready for new life. And you are safe from all harm. Okay. Let's get some charms out. Now remember, there's a lot of you watching this, so not all of these charms are going to resonate for you. I don't even know what the hell some of these are. Let's see. All right, so we have an S, as in Samantha, Steve, Sally, Susan. I also just heard the word serendipity. Don't know why, but there's an S. There's also an N, as in Nicholas, Nancy. Okay, somebody, my guys just said Naisha as well. Just wanted to come through. But it could be any name with an N. Just keep that in mind. Okay, there is also, wow, lots of things of transformation here. Okay, so, well, we have the Swan. Beautiful. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, wow, that's pretty freaking amazing, isn't it? So we have the flying, but then we also have the horse in the exact same position as the flying card, by the way. That's not a coincidence. All right, there is a key with a mouse on it. And honestly, I mean, it looks like Mickey Mouse to me, so that could play relevance to you. I live like 10 minutes away from Disney, so I'm a Disney fanatic. So you could be too, I have no idea. But that one to come through. Mouse, key to the house. Something with mouse, something with this key and a mouse, I don't know. All right, there's a leaf here. It doesn't make any sense to me. Probably doesn't make any sense to you. Sometimes they just come out. I'm gonna pull a couple more, by the way. So I don't know what that could mean. All right, there's a wrench. I just heard monkey wrench. Like throw a wrench in it or whatever that, you know what I'm talking about, right? I'm thinking of my husband. My husband, he's British, so they call it a spanner. Don't ask me why, unless you're British and you're like, yeah, that's what we call it. Well, we call it a wrench, okay? And so I have had many arguments with him over this, but he would say like, throw a spanner in the works or something like that. I don't know. If he watches this, he's gonna crack up. But there's a wrench, but that's what I'm getting from that. There's an elephant, which is always about luck for me, which reminds me also, actually, There's something about this card here and this elephant that reminds me of that as well. And this, I know that you guys know what this is. I just don't remember the name of it, but it also reminds me of the Enlightenment stuff. There's something very spiritual here with this. If you know what this is and what it's called, if you can just put it in the comments below, that would be fabulous. Because I know I've seen this before in these charms and I haven't had a second to really look into it. And I know that it's very spiritual, and it's like, I've seen it for manifestation as a symbol in some cases, but I've also seen other stuff for other symbols for manifestation too. But this I've seen as one of the symbols, but I think it has something else to do with it. So if you can just let me know. Butterfly is all about transformation into the swan, which is also about, you know, transformation to me. It's about putting yourself back on that pedestal, you know, becoming that Queen of Wands energy again. And also, like I said earlier that my guides wanted to bring through, making sure that you are having pride in your appearance. There's something there with that. There's also scissors. I mean, this could mean like cutting out the bullshit, right? Cutting out all of the negative from your mind. That could very well be, sometimes it could be quite literal, and it could mean that maybe you're a stylist, maybe you have something to do with fashion. It could be lots of stuff. I'm going to pull a couple more and then we'll close it out. Yeah, I felt like that was a lot. Well, that's interesting. Do you want to know why that's interesting? Because one, it's a handcuff. It's not two, it's one, okay? It's a lock, it's a handcuff, just like what that chain looks like at the bottom for the devil. And what does it say on it? It says freedom. I can't make it up. I cannot make this stuff up. Freedom, right there. Freedom. And I kept bringing it up in this reading. Big, big message there for you. Wow, that is bananas. Okay. What is going on here? We got a fish. We have another horse. And he's also in the same flying sort of position. Wow. That card is very powerful for you. There's a gecko. Not sure what that would mean. It could have just slipped out. Maybe you live in Arizona or Florida. Who knows? There's baby feet. I'm trying to see what I'm getting with this. Okay. I'm getting less that this has to do with an actual literal baby and more to do with the birth of an idea, which I think has to do with the job and career stuff that I was talking about earlier. There is the Jewish star. I think that's what it's called. I know that it is. I just, please forgive me if I'm not using the proper name for it. There's a starfish. I've never seen this come out. You may want to look up the spiritual meaning of a starfish. I would, personally, because there's something there for you. Definitely. The angel wing. The angel wing reminds me of Enlightenment. The angel wing, because it's only one. It also, if I look close up, it has almost like a face on it, but I know it's not, but it reminds me of also the Phoenix Rising. That's what that reminds me of too. There's a turtle, which is what the speed of this has been dealing with. It's been a turtle and a snail's pace. There's a cat, which directly pointed me to the Queen of Wands. Yes, you can have a cat. That's totally fine. There's actually, I think, a couple of cats in some of these, but the Queen of Wands, she's got her black cat right there. This one is sticking out as blue, but regardless, there's that, again, that validation and confirmation for putting yourself back on the pedestal and finding your confidence. And then there is a fish, and it's the exact same fish that I would see in the Page of Cups card. but that's not out on the table. So I'm not sure why that fish is here. It could be you could be dealing with the Pisces, possibly. That could be what is coming through there, but I don't see any other reason why the fish would be there, but that's about it. All right, Libs, that is all that we have for February. This is a big month, and it's not a long month, so get to work. You know what to do. And yeah, that's it. Again, if you are in What's Up Gorgeous membership, please make sure that you add yourself to the Social Magic group and make sure you answer the questions. Otherwise you will not be added, because people try and get in there all the time, and I have to make sure and double check against my records about who has the membership and who is trying to get a free pass into an amazing group. And that's about it as well. If you want manifestation coaching, like I said, it is on my website right now. I opened it last week and it's been amazing. And other than that, that's all I got. Thank you again for stopping by. I hope that I was able to bring you some clarity for your month of February. My guides and I love you to pieces. And as always, please be well, stay safe, and take care. Bye.